Welcome back, guys. This is Dolly Singh, and like you spill the beans, I spill the sass. If you're old, welcome back, welcome back. If you're new, hello. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't, please. Today's video is actually quite requested, contrary to the popular meme that's going on, nobody influencers. So many of you ask me. A lot of people do ask us about a lot of things, okay. So I have actually had put up a video in the past where I talked about my experience on being body shamed and how skinny shaming is a thing that people don't really know about. Other things, a lot of you have watched it. People who haven't, I would request you to watch it first. I will be putting a link in the description and maybe somewhere here if I manage to be that technologically advanced. This is probably, I think, clearly the second step, because obviously a lot has changed in my life from then, and I have become much more body positive myself, and I think you all wanted me to kind of come forward and tell you what I did to become that body positive and to kind of own who I am and be proud of it. And today I can finally say, I mean, there are obviously moments where I don't feel like that. There are moments where I have anxiety and I have panic attacks and I hate my body. But keeping those tiny moments aside, overall I'm very happy with who I am, and I've come to terms with how I look, how my body is. I actually shouldn't even say come to terms with it, because I'm extremely happy of who the person I've become, because I think that's more important. Your body actually, once you reach there, you'll be like, does it even matter? Because in the end it doesn't even matter. I shouldn't be singing. Alright, so I have written some points down, so this is going to be a 6-point guide. I should stop acting like that. Alright, so the first point that I'm not going to say that it is going to be the exact same way for you. I'm just going to be talking about how I reached here and what helped me. So I think the first and the foremost most important point is being grateful. I don't know how much it will help you, but for my journey, it was one of the biggest blocks. I think when I came to Delhi, when after all of that happened to me, with the boyfriend, with the friends and the toxic people around me, and the whole when I was depressed, I think after that I think what helped me the most was how I realized that I needed to be grateful in life. That I needed to look around and see people who are having worse than I am. They have bigger struggles in life. Some people are on the roads. Some people are struggling with their bodies. Some people do not even have fully formed bodies. Just basic things like that. And I'm so sorry, guys, there's a lot of construction going on. Stop it. I feel like when you look around yourself and see that the world is suffering from a lot bigger things than you and your body and that struggle, you feel like a tiny person who is so selfish that you think that you and your body are the biggest problems in the world, but clearly you are not. And I think it's time that you realize that. It's time you realize that there are problems which are much bigger, which are so important to be discussed, which are so important to be solved, that the struggle that you have right now with your body is like nowhere close, guys. Like, let it go, and there are bigger things you need to focus on. So and just be grateful for what you have. I mean, you have a great body. You have a perfectly good body in a perfectly good condition, and you can move, you can run, you can jump, you can eat, you can dance, you can sleep. A lot of people can't do that. Just be grateful for the life you have. Respect your life. I've had moments in life where I wanted to cut this life. I mean, I still sometimes have those. It's not like you'll never have those dark moments, but I feel like I feel like such a loser when I think like that, because this is a gift and we need to appreciate it. So appreciate the body you have, which you have in such a great condition. Yes, you're skinny, yes, you're fat, yes, you're whatever the world calls you, but you are it, and it could have been worse. So be grateful. That's one step. I please do not mind my language. Sometimes I say words that I don't mean. Sometimes my English is weak and my vocabulary doesn't really support my emotions. So I hope you kind of let that go. Don't come at me, okay? Also, the reason why I'm sitting here without any makeup or anything on is also because I thought that this is a video where I'm going to talk about how we need to accept ourselves, and I thought it was very, very important for me to just be me in front of the camera for today at least, and not put any makeup on. So the next step is to take a step every day. So that's what I always say, that you need to start somewhere. You can't obviously, wake up and be like, oh my god, I love myself. It's not going to happen like that. So every day you need to make like little tiny steps, little bit of effort here and there, and kind of appreciate your own self. I know there's a fine line between narcissism and kind of loving yourself, but I mean, if you're watching this video, you're clearly not narcissist. So that's the step you want to take. When you look in the mirror, don't feel like my nose is not right, my teeth are ugly, I don't have big eyelashes, oh my god, my legs are so skinny, or my arms are so fat, or I have big boobs and I have small boobs. For just like a few days, and this is like now your homework, that for a few days, at least for a week, just ignore everything that you don't like and kind of focus on things that you like. So maybe you feel like you don't have big boobs, but you feel like your eyes are great. And just focus on the good, okay? And soon you will kind of find yourself in a position where everything about you looks good, and you're like, okay, wait, it's not that bad, I am pretty and I am nice. Your validation is the most important. So once you validate your own self, once you tell yourself that you're the prettiest and you're the perfect, you're, what am I saying? That you are in a perfectly good shape, size, color, caste, creed, religion. No, you know what I mean. So once you accept that, once you reach there, there is no going back. And once you reach there, no matter what people say around you or about you, it doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter. It has to be like the tagline for this video. Do things that you like. Now, this is very, very important. I have been a loser in my life, if I must say so. I've done things which I did not like, and I did it under societal pressure, parental pressure. My parents never really put any pressure on me in the terms of education and other things, but I think I put it on myself, thinking that's what they're expecting out of me, and I didn't do certain things which I really would have loved to back then. And kind of now I feel like I wasted all those years doing things that I didn't actually like, and didn't do things that I liked. Wow, that's a great sentence. If you enjoy dancing, if you enjoy cooking, if you enjoy English, French, German, if you enjoy swimming, if you enjoy driving, whatever it is, if you enjoy going to clubs and dancing your ass out, whatever it is, just do it. I mean, please don't do drugs. Kids, do not do drugs. But other than that, enjoy everything that you like. Do things that make you feel good. You know what I mean? Like, I've recently started swimming, and I'm gonna be 27 this year, guys, so I'm pretty old. So at this age, to kind of push myself into something so new, and when I went there for the first few days, I had too much anxiety, and I'll be honest, I would stand by the swimming pool not knowing what to do. I mean, I had a coach, but I felt so helpless looking at other people who were doing better than me. that I would stand there and I would come back with a lot of anxiety. And when you're anxious, you anyway can't swim, your body is not relaxed. So but sooner or later, I mean, I got there, and now I love to swim, and I'm almost you know, done with it. So what I'm trying to say is just make some time for things that you would always, you know, if you want to travel the world, start somewhere. I mean, I know I say it a lot that I want to travel and there are other things, but what I'm trying to say is, even if it's, you know, you want to watch an episode of something, even if it's just that, take out time to do that. Take out time to feel good. Take out time to kind of just like fall in love with yourself. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. Fall in love with yourself, guys. The next point is cut the negativity out. Cut it out. Cut it out. You need to throw all the toxic people out of your life. Your friends, your relatives, whoever it is, cut it out. I mean, I know you may think that that friend of yours who keeps saying these weird things to you, which, you know, at the end of the day you feel like shit because of those comments that that friend made, but then you're like, oh no, I mean, you know, she's my friend, he's my friend, it's okay if they say so because वो मजाक कर रहे हैं, and that's how they justify it. But I'm sorry, friends are not supposed to be this shitty. If your friend does that, please let them go out of your life. I would really suggest that. I mean, I'm not saying that cut all your connections off, but maybe, you know, chill with people who actually appreciate you. Chill with people who do not make certain kind of comments. I remember in college, and I may have said this in the last video, but in NIFT when I was there, I had a friend, wouldn't name him, but one day he was calling me from the other side and kept calling me, and I wouldn't listen. I don't know what I was doing, and then he called me, oi hanger, and like what? So I mean, we still see each other sometimes. I haven't seen him in the longest time, which is great, but I'm just saying that you need to either first tell them. I did tell that friend that, you know, I do not appreciate this language and what do you mean, and I did not talk to him for a few days. And second thing is kind of distance yourself. It's okay. I don't mean to say that सारे connections काट दो, block कर दो, or you know, अपनी जिंदगी से उन्हें निकाल दो, but you can always be a little distant from them. You don't always have to be all mushy with these kind of people. Let it go. And if it's one of your closest friends or something, I think they should be able to understand. And once you point it out, once you tell them that you do not appreciate it, I know I have come across as, you know, this bitchy person who always has a problem, who if you comment on her body will always argue. But I'm sorry, I've come a long way. I've been bullied, I have been depressed, and if this is something that triggers something in my body, I'm sorry, but please do not use that trigger. I may come across as, you know, an uptight person, but yes, I am that. You are not supposed to comment on my body. My body is mine. That's it. Simple as that. So even if you come across as this person who's just creating drama out of nowhere, which is what they're going to tell you, please do not think like that. If it's hurting you, if it's creating any kind of anxiety in your head, if it's, you know, impacting you in certain ways which are not good, say it out. Tell it to your friends, your relatives. I'd rather suggest you be by yourself, even if you have to be alone. And I think it's better than having those kind of friends and people around you. That's all what I mean to say. There are so many ways to, you know, being bullied. It's not like someone has to come pull your hair and give you a wedgie just like they show in the movies. Bullying it comes in different forms, in different ways. It can be silent, it can be sweet. So do not think that just that because that person is saying it in a, "Aw, have you gained like 5 kgs? Don't you think you've become like fatter?" Just because it's the tone is like this and not like, "Oh my god, you've become fat, huh?" The tones are different, but the message is the same. So don't think that because that person is sweet and kind and nice, that they don't mean it, or they mean the best for you and they sympathize. No, cut it out. Like, they need to go out of your life, guys. The next point is work towards a goal. So this goal, what I mean to say, is fitness. Now, a lot of us on the internet, especially these days, kind of confuse between self-love and you know, achieving fitness, health. What I'm trying to say is that what happens is that sometimes what people say is, oh, in the name of self-love, they just want to be unhealthy. Now, I have been underweight for the longest time, okay, and as much as I love myself, as much as I appreciate myself, as much as I'm grateful for who I am and what I have, there is no harm in working towards health and fitness. Now, it's like, there are so many things related to this. You want to be healthier in life, right? You want to be fit, and you want to run, and you want to do things. And I mean, this is personally my goal, that I want to be this kind of fit, and I want to look like, you know, this. Now, that doesn't mean, just because I want to look like something, that doesn't mean I don't love myself. This is like, if you're doing any kind of training or any kind of change or any kind of exercise just because you hate yourself, then it becomes toxic. Then it's never going to help. Let me just put it out there. It's never going to help. You're going to cry your eyes out. You're going to starve yourself. You're going to maybe, you know, put junk in. I've done that. I used to eat so much junk every day thinking I would gain weight. And nothing happened, because trust me, when you come from a place of insecurity, of, you know, underconfidence, of not loving yourself, it's never going to help. The only time it helps is when you're fully accepted and come to terms with who you are, you love yourself, and then you work towards that goal. You can fully love yourself, but you can also work on yourself. And I think the last point, which is what I have always wanted to put out there, is make others feel good. And you may think of me as, you know, this sweet, nice person who likes to you know, say nice things to people or compliment people because, you know, whatever. But trust me, it's very selfish. It's very selfish, because once you do that, once you start complimenting people, once you start saying nice things to people, you will realize that it makes you feel so good, and it is selfish as fuck. It's selfish as fuck. Trust me. So I used to take flowers to my office for everybody once or twice a month, randomly, no occasion or anything, and giving those flowers to everybody, making their day randomly, would make me so happy, guys. Trust me, it's a selfish deed. I've complimented random people on the streets just because I had the urge to, and trust me, it makes them feel good. I mean, you know, just imagine you're on the street and someone randomly stopped you and said, hey, you look really nice. And it's amazing. But at the same time, I mean, as amazing as that person is going to feel, you're also going to feel the same level of amazing, or maybe even more, trust me. Also, because if you're watching this video, you obviously are in a space where you are not so happy with who you are, not so happy with your body, you want to be more body positive. So it's very important to know that everybody else is in the same boat, no matter how nasty they are, no matter how you know, if they've bullied you in the past or something like that. Because I also feel that all the people who kind of do this to us are also coming from a point of insecurity, and their way of taking out that insecurity is on other people. But I would request you to not be that kind of person. I would in fact request you to take out your insecurities and wrap it around in a gift and give it to someone else, in the sense that compliment other people, be kind to other people, because you know how it feels when someone makes you feel bad about it, when someone body shames you, and you know how important that one compliment can be. So since you know the importance, you give it to people. As vague as this video is and as sweaty as I am right now because I cannot switch on the fan or the AC, I am very happy to do this finally, and I hope you guys can take home something from this and learn something. And I don't know, I think I've just given away whatever has helped me, and yeah, I hope even if it's a tiny bit, you can make use of something from here. A lot of you have also been requesting me to do a video on how I've gained weight, which I have. Not saying that I have gained like 15 kgs, but I have reached a better level weight wise. So if you guys would want me to make a video on that, I know a lot of people will come at me, all the trolls will be like, hey, itni skeleton jaisi lag rahi hai aur bol rahi hai weight gain kiya hai, things like that, but that's a different story. But yeah, if you would want me to make a video on that, because I see a lot of skinny girls follow me and a lot of you guys have had the same kind of journeys as I had. So if you want me to make a video like that, please let me know in the comments. I would love to, maybe the next video. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys soon, and love yourself. And before we go, let's hug ourselves. Hold out your hands and hug yourself. Like I say, this is enough. This is all you need. Okay, I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.